But for me, I'm still biased toward I would rather build a team through FCS to FCS transfers with production and or D2, D3 NAIA players with a ton of production. Like I look across the FCS, there's been a ton of NAIA D2 players that have transferred up this offseason that I'm really excited about. Like Stephen F. Austin signed a Division II All-American who was a freshman who I think he rushed for 1,800 yards last year at the Division II level. Super excited to see what he does. North Dakota State signed a two-time all-conference guy from the NAIA level. There's a handful of other programs that have brought in top D2 guys. FAMU obviously brings the quarterback from Albany State with their new head coach. Those are the players I get more excited about because you're right. I think too many times people are blinded by the brand more so than production and what it shows on tape.
And we've seen Division II have success even within the SWAC and the MEAC. When you talk about the Celebration Bowl this year, the two coaches that coached in the Celebration Bowl, their former schools, they came up from the Division II ranks. And when you look at Tremaine Jackson, he coached in the Division II National Championship the year before at Valdosta State. And then you look at Chennis Berry, who had a lot of success and even leading his teams over at Benedict to the Division II playoffs of postseason. So, and then not only that, when they got to their prospective D1 FCS programs, they brought a ton of D2 players with them and found success on this level.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the corner, what was it, Gerard Washington, who's now going to the Shrine Bowl, and he came from the Division II level. You look at, like, there was a ton of significant contributors that came from the D2 level on both those teams. And even, like, you could take the teams that challenged them, right? In the respective conferences. I look at Nate Rimbert in particular. Before he came from Valley, Perry, he came from Edward Waters to start his career. So another non-Division I transfer that came up and made an impact. So there's a ton of good guys at that level, and that's how it has to flow for this thing to work, right? The FCS comes against the top FCS talent. The FCS has to get comfortable with, and we just need to go get the top D2, D3 NAIA talent and bring them in. And you look across the FCS, there's been a bunch of teams that have had success with that and landed really, really key contributors from the non-Division I level.